Welcome to episode 190 of the DorkLair Collecting Podcast. We are approaching 200, folks.
Yeah, wow.
And for going every other week, we're still cranking along. But so it is Thursday, the 12th of May, 2022, and we're recording this one live on the stream. If you tend to be a listener and you're curious, check out the DorkLair YouTube channel and start watching the lives too, because they're a lot of fun. And this time, we got a little giveaway going on, and the listeners unfortunately won't be eligible for the giveaway because we're going to do this live on the air today on the live stream. So at some point in this live stream, we're going to do a giveaway. We're going to try out the StreamYard feature that we haven't done yet, but Trevor did it on the lounge last week, and it worked really well. It was super slick and smooth. So we're going to try out that hashtag thing a little bit later. Chris, what's going on, man?
Doing pretty good. I missed last week. We went to Denver for like 5 days. That was really awesome. A lot of great views, and went around. Didn't stay in the city actually too much of the time. Kind of went around to the Rocky Mountain National Park, Golden, where the Chorus Factory is, and nice. A couple other little towns around there. So it was good.
That's awesome.
Not
I haven't traveled for like a good trip for a long time.
Yeah, we did our honeymoon, which is obviously a good trip, but this is the only other one we had planned so far this year. So, as far as pickups, it's like a light week, but also heavy because I got the Hot Toys Artillery Trooper in and the Sideshow General Grievous figure. I just got them in yesterday afternoon, so I haven't had a chance to open them up, but excited to check them out. Even though, I heard mixed things about the Sideshow figure, but I figured that even if Hot Toys does one, I don't want to spend $500. I'm just throwing it out there. Who knows what they're gonna put it at? But it was. I got it through Time Walker Toys, and at the time with the pre-order, it was like $277, I think. So can't beat that.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, I ended up getting mine in, and I just I turned it right back around and sent it back out. I saw reviews, and I saw what people were, kind of dealing with, and I was like, I don't think this is for me. So I sent that one out. So what was the Stormtrooper you got? Is it the yellow one?
Yeah, the one with the mortar and stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't know why. I'm not like, cause I don't like the Incinerator Trooper, and for some reason that one just is like, oh, that just looked cool. Maybe just because it's like more of a real. Even like a more real world, like military item with the mortar and stuff.
Not to mention that episode is phenomenal.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, that because I want to get the Commander, and then I have Boba Fett, that 2-pack coming, and who knows when.
Nice. Let's check in on the chat here, see what people are pulling in here. So Jay Wright grabbing Conan and Dune from local comic shop. Nice. Just say some what's up. Rabbit's Den, Cowabunga, Braku Prime, KJ Smith, Jay Wright. What's up, everybody?
Hey, guys.
So we had a question early on. Do we know if the Alithia wave is on the water yet? And Matt Drake, I'm guessing it would be on the water soon if they're still expecting to ship to customers in July, August. Yeah, they said they think it might be on the water in June. So, because I'd asked the question, do they think on June 11th at the convention they're going to that they might have it in hand? But they said at that point they think it might still be on the water. So I think when it ships from the factory, we'll know. Like, they have a weekly live stream. So within that week of time, like, they'll say it on the live stream. They'll be pretty excited, I'm sure, to know that it's on the water at that point.
Yeah, I need to catch that live stream more often because they drop a lot of good stuff there.
It's like at 4:00. It's a really awkward time
or just catch the rerun.
And for you, that's like 1:00.
Yeah.
But let's see. Steve Weglin. Hi, Bill and Chris. I got Arkham Titan Joker and Black Series Rex. The Walmart exclusive. That's what he meant.
Nice.
Yeah, cool. So I got that, like, was it Zavi or was it? Deep Discount. I always get them mixed up. Remember when there
Deep
was
Discount
that
had that big, huge sale. That's
okay,
the one.
yeah. So the Deep Discount sale, and I gotta say, this Lando figure is pretty awesome.
That looks good. Yeah.
This is one of the highlights that came in from that. Like I hadn't gotten it, and I can't believe I never did because it is so. It's a great figure. You know, the cape you got to futz with a little bit, but yeah, that's kind of like the one thing. I got that whole haul in. Like I got this thing. Haven't opened this yet.
I know that's sold out. That's one I really wanted.
I should have. I almost grabbed 2. I should have just snagged 2, but
maybe that's why I did order 2. Probably got screwed myself.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, don't sleep on that Lando. It's really good, and it's everywhere. It's like the peg warmer right now.
Yes,
So like
yeah,
you can go
I've
out and
seen
find it. You can find it for $10, maybe even less. I mean, I got it for 4, so you know, get out there and grab that figure. It's really good. Oh, what do we got here? SA Chef Luke. Yeah, mine came in. I'm not keeping mine. I'm not even gonna open it. I'm not gonna have time to review it, so I'm probably not gonna open it. And I think Larry wants an extra, so I'm gonna send that one off too.
Yeah, I didn't get mine yet from Amazon. I know they kind of a couple orders ago. I noticed they aren't using DHL, so I wasn't getting it in like 3 days anymore.
Oh,
You know, probably makes sense for them.
yeah, yeah, that must have been expensive.
Yeah, I know.
Clown Baby's in the house. I have a bunch of custom pieces for Legion's goblins. Yeah, he's been doing some cool
Nice.
goblin customs in the Boba Fett Star Wars Retro and some of the other figures from that wave. Nice. Matt ordered his Luke from Ami Ami. Steve Williams got his first Legion. Hadriana. Nice. That's a good pick. I love that helmet.
Awesome.
That's a good pick. Got barbecue. Animal Warriors. So those would be
figures are out?
The 4-inch. I think those must be the 4-inch.
Oh, okay, right? Yeah.
I would imagine.
I forgot. I was like, I didn't check the last Kickstarter update. I'm like, I didn't think they were shipping yet.
Yeah. They're like well into production though, so I think that's, and I think we're gonna have them on because I got contacted by those guys, and
awesome.
when I think when they are shipping out or when they get like the production samples in hand or something, they said they're gonna come on, so definitely have those guys on.
Yeah, I supported that one. It just looked pretty cool. A lot of cool figures.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's it for recent pickups, and we'll get into the news. And reminder, guys, we're gonna give this away a little bit later, so hang with us. And yeah, the 4-inch ones from according to Jay there. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. They had a big sale on the deluxe 4-inch ones pretty recently.
Cool.
All right, let me pull this banner down here and go over to this one. And we'll get into some news. So we got kind of a lot. I feel like yesterday I was like, oh, is there going to be enough news for an episode? And then it all came. Like there was a kind of a lot. So we're going to go into this. A lot of Legion stuff, which is nice because I feel like we haven't, like last week there was really nothing with Legions, but this week we got a couple little tidbits here. So Saturday there's going to be a sale. They're going to be doing posters and T-shirts for the Valkatar, like the Book 2 Grave Knight theme. And this is, this isn't just like swag type stuff. Like these are high quality screen print posters. I think they're gonna be numbered. I think Chris from the from the Horsemen said that he literally was hand numbering them himself. So I believe they'll be numbered. And the artist is Tom Whalen, who has done quite a bit of things, including some, I think this was Dark Ink. This is a Rogue One poster that I really liked of his. And then he's done the packaging for a few classified figures. So he did the Alley Viper packaging. This is a poster, I guess. I don't know if he actually sold the poster, but like this is, one look on that same artwork that's wrapped around the box. And he did the Zartan one as well. So pretty cool stuff. Like he got some really nice, very unique and very like signature style.
Yeah, he did a recent Mondo Godzilla versus Biollante poster that looked pretty awesome.
Yeah, he's done quite a few Mondos, I think. Pretty cool stuff. Here's a close-up of Kragnar. And then we have, I can't think of his name. It's on the poster. Wait, where was it? Canox and Kragnar. And there's a couple other characters on the bottoms of the posters. And so what we're going to get is two options. You can either buy the two separate 12 by 18 posters, or you can buy a single uncut. They said the uncut's going to be very limited, but it's literally just the two posters together. I kind of want the uncut because I really like how that center becomes like a sword when you put them together.
Cool.
I think this looks really cool. And if you go back and you watch their live stream, they show them how they look framed up. They do look really nice. And they're going to come rolled in tubes with like paper lining, like archival paper and stuff. So they'll be like legit, like collectible art print type posters rather than sort of like swag type posters. Yeah, so Trevor's saying he did the Power Rangers packaging. And speaking of 1/6 shooter, I believe Tom is going to be on the Legions Lounge with us on Monday. Correct me if I'm
that's
wrong,
cool. Nice get.
Nate's in the house. The other Legions Lounge.
They've done trading cards, haven't they? For Legions?
Yep.
Like these I would love to get trading cards for. I mean, I could get a poster, but I mean, I don't know if I have the space really for the wall space.
Yeah. But I probably have like 24 posters that are just in flat storage.
I know.
I have so many posters, but I don't know. I'm okay with it. Like I'm cool. Like eventually, I don't know if I'll ever frame them all up, but eventually I'll pull one out and frame one and like find a place for it. So it's kind of how I roll with posters there. And yeah, so you have the two 12 by 18, or you put them together and it's one 24 by 18. Sounds like these will be plentiful, but the uncut is going to be pretty limited. And it's $50. They said $50 for the set. I don't know if it's going to be the same for the uncut. I would imagine so, but I'm not entirely sure because of the limited. Maybe it's going to be more, but I'm kind of expecting $50 for either option, just that the uncut would be just sell out quicker. Yeah, cards would be awesome. I'm a huge fan of trading cards, as you all know, and I have like all my cards in binders, all my Mezco trading cards, even the playing cards, at least the face cards I have in binders and stuff. So yeah, I'm totally down with more trading cards. And yeah, so there's going to also be t-shirts, retro rags. Let me actually pull this down so we can see it. The website's retroragsLimited.com, and they are going to have t-shirts up in 3 different colors, same time. And so where are we here? Saturday the 14th at 11 a.m. storehorseman.com for the posters, retro rags for the t-shirts. All right, check the comments here. Jonathan's in the house. Hedgehog, Christo. Welcome, everybody. All right, moving on, because this is actually being brought up in some of the conversations here, but we have Brontus coming up. So on that same live stream where they talked about the posters, they announced it on social, but then they had a live stream to kind of show off the posters. Cornboy came on and kind of like just started talking and just dropped that they're going to be redoing Brontus the Arena Troll. He was like, yeah, so a little reveal here. Coming soon, you're going to get a chance to get Brontus again. So this is pretty sweet. Like, this is kind of a surprise to me. I actually thought it was going to be the Ice Troll, and maybe one of the heads would be the Brontus head, right? And I'll get into that when we walk through these. But yeah, I was a little surprised it was going to be straight up. We'll see how they release it. I don't think
excited.
Brontus is going to be on sale with these posters, though. Sorry, go ahead, Chris.
No, yeah, I was like, I'm excited. This is the other troll I really wanted. It's just, I love Cyclops heads, and then like the paint scheme on this one's really really awesome. So
yeah, It'll be interesting because if I'm guessing, so let's kind of like talk about the history of these reissued trolls. So, there's 4 trolls total, and the initial one that they did a reissue of was the stone troll, and then they painted the forest troll head and put it out with the stone troll 2, right? Then the next one they did was the forest troll, and they put the ice troll head with it, painted like a forest troll head. So logic, kind of, if I was going to guess what the next one would be, is I would have guessed the next one would be the ice troll with the Brontus head on it. But we're getting Brontus next, so if I had to guess, what's going to happen is the pattern is going to go in the proper direction, and it's going to get the stone troll head, the original stone troll head.
Yeah.
We don't know. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll have, if it does, maybe it'll be a new head. Who knows what's going to happen? But if they continue the pattern, this is likely what's going to happen, because they've already used the other, they've already used the other 2 heads. So logically, this would be the next one. So we'll see what happens with that. And ultimately, I imagine if they finish this whole pattern that they've been doing, we might see, ultimately see that Cyclops head. But I know that they've sometimes mentioned that they're hesitant to put out named character heads as like repaints, but they've broken that rule already since they've talked about that rule. So who knows? But that's kind of my prediction, is that, the Brontus reissue might come with the stone troll head, and then that would probably be in the All-Stars 5, I would imagine, again, sticking with the pattern.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I think that stone troll head kind of, I don't know, I feel like it looks most like it would go with the Brontus color scheme, but I guess we'll see. But.
Yeah, and I kind of was thinking that the ice troll head would look like a fire troll on Brontus's body, but they just did, the last one came with the ice troll head, so I kind of don't expect that.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're just going to keep doing trolls like once a year, like reissue, and not do new ones, or because I don't know. I'm curious how well they sold in the first place, because they're really big.
Yeah, I can't have all 4. Like I might get this one just because it kind of like it has that almost fiery kind of feel to it. It matches with the ice troll that I have, but I can't get all 4. It's just so much space.
Yeah, I got the reissues of the first 2, and I was like, I really shouldn't get another one. But then this is the one I wanted. And I wasn't sure if they would ever reissue it, like you were saying, because it's not like just the generic troll. It's like the name, named character. But
yeah,
either way, I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, Boo Cat is kind of like, yeah, they could eventually just keep circling back and just eventually just have every head. Maybe the heads pack. Maybe the heads
it's like
pack
a 10-year rotation or something.
Come with a matching, yeah. the long game, right?
Yeah.
Because
that was in an early wave that they released the trolls, right? It was fairly early, like
it was like 1.5. I think they had a troll in like the 1.5 wave, and it was was it the stone or the forest first? I can't remember. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. We should mention Larry is traveling again. So
he's disappeared. We're not sure.
He's gone. Actually, I don't know who Larry is. I have no memory of this man. Finish. Yeah, that's. I think if they do the reissues, they'll finish the 4 with this alternate head rotation thing that I'm showing here, and then move on to something else. They've already said dragons. Like they're doing a dragon at some point.
Ooh, sweet.
Yeah. All right. Now's the time. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this down. We're gonna do the giveaway. I was hoping to get a little more people on here, but yeah, we're gonna do the giveaway right now. So let me pull this down right now. And this is something I've never done before, so I hope I don't mess it up. But what we're gonna do, so I am going to announce a hashtag, and the prize will be this. Okay, and I set some rules here. The prize will be a what do you call it? The the reinforcements skeleton. And the rules are, well, first of all, you're gonna need to type the hashtag into the comments, and then I will essentially, like, it's not a wheel, but I'll spin the wheel, and it'll pick one person from among all the people who used the hashtag. It's not gonna pick among the comments. So if you do it twice, it's just gonna enter your name once. So there's no reason to enter the hashtag twice. Another thing is shipping overseas is really expensive. So I am going to just limit it to the United States just to keep it simple. If you're not in the US, you're free to enter, but you're going to have to find somebody for me to ship it to and then ship it out to you. I'm going to only ship it to the United States. So that's another thing. So I apologize for those of you. Maybe next time I'll kind of conjure up a little more resources to be able to send it overseas. And the third thing is, if you win, I'm going to ask you to email the podcast email, and then I'm going to ask you to prove that that's your account. So you'll have to go comment on I'm going to ask you to, like, at that point, go comment on a particular video and, like, kind of prove that that's your account, just so that we have some rules in place so that nobody's, like, cheating the system or whatever. Because eventually, like, this is a small thing, like, this isn't a huge thing. But eventually I'm going to do some bigger giveaways, and I'm going to try to start doing a giveaway, like, possibly even weekly, or at least when we do the podcast. We'll see. But I want to do more giveaways, and I want to do some big ones. Art is in the house. Joe Rizzo.
What's up, guys?
Okay. All right. So let me set this in motion here. I'm going to start collecting comments here. Okay, at this point, is everybody ready? We are going to use the hashtag Bonehead. And I want to see that chat fill up with Bonehead for the skeleton. So everybody who types the hashtag Bonehead, it's not case sensitive. It can be any, it can be any capitalization or whatever. Bonehead in the chat, and then I'm gonna spin the wheel. We'll give it like a minute or two. Let everybody get in there and put their comment in. Starting to see it fill up. Savage Viking, Boba Fett, Nick Dubison, J. Rue, Christo, Nate Strong, Joe Rizzo. Awesome. All right, we're going to cut it off at 8:54. And it'll be interesting to see after the giveaway how the audience size goes. While you're waiting for me to spin the wheel, give it a like. Give this show a like. If you're not subscribed, I hope you'll subscribe, and so on. All right, here we go. It is 8:54. I am going to spin the wheel now. Let me actually put it up on the screen. So we'll put this up here. Here we go. So we got 27 entries. I'm going to spin the wheel now. It's going to slow down, and we'll see who wins. Hefty Steel Sack.
Congratulations.
Nice. Congratulations. So, I don't have a way to put it up on the screen, but podcast@DorkLair.com is the email. Shoot me an email, just whenever you get a chance. Congrats, dude. Shoot an email, podcast@DorkLair.com. I think the email is in the description. Okay. Podcast@DorkLair.com. Shoot me an email, and then I'll just make sure that you can confirm that it's your account. hefty. The hefty trash bags, right? So congrats. Shoot me an email, and you are the winner again of the. Let me just pull this down here. Skeleton Legion Builder. Congratulations. And we're going to do another one next week. So tune back in next time, guys. And we hit 50. It worked.
Awesome.
Last week I think we had like 20. But yeah, sweet. All right, let's continue with the news here. Way to go, Saki. Oh, check it out. We've got a super chat from Braku Prime to support the giveaways. I appreciate that, man, very much.
Yeah, thanks, Braku.
Because it's not cheap. Like there's, especially with like going ahead and trying to do more frequently, it can definitely add up. And like I said before, I put a lot of money into equipment in the last 4 months, so that helps a lot. Thank you, Braku. Appreciate it. Let's leave that up though for now. I'm going to pull the banner down and continue with this one. And we're going to continue with the news. All right, so the next up in the news, we have the toy color wave. I don't even know which wave number this is. Do you know which wave number this is?
6, I think.
Wow. Yeah. Wave 6 of the Ultimates Thundercats from Super 7. We have toy color Lion-O. And I think they're all 55, even the big one.
I think so too.
Yeah, so we got Lion-O here. Chitara. She comes with like, I guess that's where the money is probably like. And then Monkeyan and Mumra. So we got those 4. They kind of like dropped it early, like they accidentally put it up for pre-order and then they pulled it down. I don't know when it's gonna go up, but I think maybe they were stepping on the toes of the next one, and so they kind of put it up early. But yeah, so this is gonna be the next wave. It's coming soon. They actually had put it up for pre-order and then they took it down. Thoughts on this one, Chris?
Yeah, it looks. I like the Mumra. Like I don't even remember if I had any of these, but I remember having friends who had some. But the Mumra, like that face is so like distinctive. Yeah, it looks pretty awesome. I've been seeing some comments where people are like unhappy with the entire wave being a toy one, but
right.
At least some of them. I think all of them have at least one new head, if not both of the heads being new. So there's some new molding, but I mean. Obviously, you can't use these heads with the other ones for the most part, but I mean, if anything, it gives people a break. If you don't want it, it's one less wave to dump $200 into. So,
yeah, right, totally. It's I can see it being a little bit of a bummer when you're like, oh yes, the next one's coming out. Maybe I can grab something from the new wave, and there's not one that you want because it's just repaints of the figures you have, or like kind of redos of the same characters. I can totally get that, but yeah, I mean, save some money on this wave and and move on to the next one, right? I almost dipped in. There was a sale, a little pre-master of the hunt. It was Entertainment Earth had 3 figures. It was the regular Mumra or whatever, like this, the mummy Mumra.
Yeah, the tiny one.
Lion-O. And what was the other figure that was
Jackal Man, I think.
Yeah, okay, Jackal Man. 105. And I was like, oh my gosh, if I'm ever gonna jump in, this is it. But I resisted. So I think I'm like through the gauntlet of that like temptation. Although it's
I keep telling myself I want to get, because I love the other Mumra, like the regular Mumra looks really like awesome.
Yeah.
So I may dip in at some point and get a handful of them, but I don't even remember half of these characters at this point. I remember the big guns, but that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, and that like 105 set is kind of like that. It's like, okay, here's like some of the main guys here.
Yeah.
Like a little starter set. Yeah, Hedgehog's like, thank God I don't have to get this wave. Let's see what else people talking about here. Oh, so he already has most of the first of the few waves. Matt plans to get Mumra and Lion-O from this wave. Yeah. Cool. All right. That's nice that, this is a huge figure. I mean, I know it doesn't come with nearly as much stuff, but it's It's the same mold, I think, as the big Mumra. Okay, next up, and I'm not a big fan of Zarface, but I know a lot of people are. It's kind of like a nerd culture rap group, but they have a figure of their character, like their mascot or whatever, for the Ultimates. And to me, like, I'm not gonna get this because of Zarface, but I could see this fitting right in with the worst stuff. $55. Go ahead.
It's funny because I thought Czarface was from the worst. I had no idea they were like an actual group, because they had the reactions for a while, and I just saw them among the worst ones. But I guess they didn't see the thing. I was like, whatever. It's just some guy they came up with, and then I really it was finally with this where they're reading some articles about it, and like, oh, this is actually based on a group. But yeah, look, it's a cool robot. I mean, it's not. Yeah, it definitely can go in with those worst guys. Totally.
Yeah, for sure. And this is a cloth cape. Interestingly, do I have more pictures? No, I only have the two. So it'll be cool to see what they're gonna do with that collar in cloth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, will it be a stiffer cloth up there, or will that just be wires, like wired, around the rim and then like down the front, or what? But yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a little under accessorized for this line, right? Like, they usually come with a little more than this, but pretty cool looking figure.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. The only thing was, like, I don't know what he has or what accessories he could have. I mean, they give him like gripping hands and stuff, but he doesn't really come with anything. So
right.
I'm always a positive on like giving hands like that anyway, even if they don't, just because then you can do something with them if you want.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they did that.
Yeah, like you could put some of these guns in his hand.
Right, yeah.
So we have McFarlane's answer to Warner Brothers denying access to the weapons that the characters should already have. And they're doing a munitions pack. And I don't know, I thought I had another picture of them, but it's basically a big pack of all different guns. You got missile launcher, different weapons, big long barreled gun, and all sorts of crazy stuff that you can mix in with like the DC characters that are not coming with the guns they probably should have. So pretty cool set. $15 is a steal for that many guns. When
for the amount of ones
like
guns are giving you. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
I think it's like, it's almost 15, I think.
I mean, so 15 plus, right? It says it right there. So,
yeah.
That's exactly counting, but there's a couple pistols, and so on.
Yeah, I'm glad they finally figured this out, because it's been a little while where they haven't been getting any guns. So,
yep. And the only thing is, like, these are pretty much McFarlane guns because their figures are bigger. So these are probably going to scale a little bit larger than most other figure lines. But I would say like some of the bigger Mezco figures would work with these. And then...
like the Ultimates, like you were just saying.
Yeah, the Ultimates too.
7, almost 7.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're McFarlane store exclusive, if I remember. Like, you have to order them from them.
Okay, you got to get them direct on their site.
Yeah.
What's up, Grail? Welcome.
Hey, Grail.
Yeah, I mean, I would say they're going to look a little big on a lot of the figures, but some Mezcos are kind of big, so it might work with some of them.
Does, what do you call it? Bolivar still sell a weapons pack, or is that just like a one-time thing?
Oh, yeah, no, they do. I mean, I'm not sure what they currently have, but I think they've had a few rounds of weapons packs. So, yeah, if you want some nice weapons, that's a good option.
Yeah, for 6-inch scale.
For 6-inch, yeah. They go good. I mean, I have one right here. I have a Gomez. Let me actually pull this down. Can I go on full screen? I have a Gomez with a Valaverse.
Yeah, that looks great.
Actually, that's a Valaverse vest and
that looks really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice look. Okay, how do I? Okay, yeah. Let me put this back. Okay. All right, Chris, you want to take this one?
Sure. The next masterpiece, or G1 masterpiece anyway, is Trailbreaker. It's MP56. Just went up for pre-order. They have all the promo photos out there. He looks pretty good to me. I think I like that he's a big boxy truck because that leads to a big boxy robot. I don't know, for whatever reason that's what G1 Transformers have like instilled in me. Is just boxiness. But yeah, he's doors open, the hood opens. That it's pretty. It's they've been doing that a lot with their recent masterpieces, so they're nice play features. I'm sure he comes with like that radar dish, couple scene specific accessories. This is the first Toyota masterpiece licensed car too, or truck, or any vehicle. So yeah, they're really rounding out the G1, season 1 G1 stuff too. They're very close. I think Jazz, I forget who else is left to do, but there's a couple cars because they can do. I think the his alternate, like the other character that can use this mold is Hoist. So they'll get that out too, I'm sure. It's 153 on Big Bad, and you can order it off Amazon Japan and other sites. And like right now, the yen to dollar ratio is really like favoring the dollar. So
yeah,
I would take a look at the Japanese sites right now. It's like, I forget what it exactly is, but it's very good.
I feel like this price is actually reflecting that, like 153.
Yeah.
I think that's probably roughly that conversion right now.
That's pretty close because the couple of the other recent ones have been higher. I want to say they're a higher price, especially like the jets like Starscream. They're over 200. So I think that is affecting like what they're able to do too. So
very cool.
Yeah,
I feel like this is such an 80s vehicle. Like my stepdad had it wasn't a Toyota, it was an S10, but like he had a very similar situation. It was like it was a pickup truck and it had the cap, and like in the back he turned it into sort of like a camper. It wasn't just utilitarian. It was like he put like carpet in there and stuff like that. It was really weird. But it was fun too, although it was super dangerous. Like we used to just drive like 4-hour drives with just me and my sister just in the back of a pickup truck.
just sliding around.
Just like, I mean, the carpet helped, but
Yeah.
there was no like seatbelts. We were just like laying around,
It's hilarious.
That's hilarious. It's so funny. That's an 80s thing right there.
Yeah.
But I feel like this truck right here with the cap, it's like the fancy camper looking cap. Like,
yeah, it's a little
totally
higher
got
in the
carpeting
front.
in there. All right. So moving on to 6 scale. Oh wait, let's check the chat again real quick here. Nate Wright. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, the Valaverse stuff. This is a Valaverse thing. Like Big Bad Toy Store still has not shipped Wave 1 of Valaverse, and it's not alone. The entire first wave. That's what these guys are talking about. It's crazy because I think Big Bad shipped out Wave 2, actually, of Valaverse, and they still don't have the Wave 1 in hand. It's on a boat or something like that, but. Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. So Steve, Stranger Things, like that's exactly, I'm probably the same age as those kids in that show. Or I was at that year, whatever. Okay, so into the 1/6 stuff. This, I feel like, I don't know, maybe I just wasn't watching the Sideshow Freaks forum enough, but I was surprised that this just dropped all of a sudden today. I had no kind of indication that it was hitting, other than I guess the Cisco pre-order may have ended. I think that I had seen like an indication that was ending soon. Maybe that was the only thing, but you have the Mirror Universe Sulu. And I mean, this might be their best sculpt yet. Like this.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Especially going for an expression like that. Like I think it's really, really good.
Mm-hmm. It's a really cool figure. And this is one of those places where I'm drawing my line. Like I'm not going to do original series mirror. Like I'm gonna try to stick with some just like big highlights from the original series, some big highlights from the original series cast movies. So like the mirror stuff, I'm not getting. I didn't order Spock. I'm not gonna order this, but I think it's phenomenal. It's got
What?
the. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, was the Mirrorverse, was that like a multiple episode thing, or is this like a one episode like that's famous and everyone loves or
I
something?
think in the original series it was the one episode. Somebody in the
Okay.
chat might be able to correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not like super deeply like knowledgeable of the original series. But it definitely came into like it was on Deep Space Nine for sure.
Oh, okay.
It's like the same universe, right? And it was on Discovery. It's like the Terran Empire. That's the do we have the picture? Like that symbol in the back. It's like a knife.
Oh,
Like
okay. Cool.
that's the Terran Empire symbol. It's like a knife into Earth. But yeah, it's appeared a few times, but I'm not sure if it's appeared more than once. Yeah, okay, Rick, just the one episode. Yeah, that's the Mirror episode is the one that I know it from, and yeah, that's the only one. But you are seeing it in other parts of Star Trek, and I think the brand is going to go across it, so they're going to have like Mirror Universe Captain Giorgio from Discovery as well.
Yeah,
Might have been a
that's
two-parter. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. And yeah, it's in comics. That's where the TNG, like you
oh,
can see
okay.
the Picard, like the Mirror Universe Picard in the comics too.
It's cool they're going a little deep. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're going way deep. They're going with
Yeah.
I mean, I would say Mirror Universe is so iconic that it's not really that deep, but like some of the other
That's
things that
true.
they've shown, like specifically multiple characters from the Cage episode and stuff,
Hmm.
and the Menagerie. Yes, this is an evil version of Sulu. But they're not like yeah, like they're evil like, but they're not likable. I don't know. They're sort of like what if scenarios.
Yeah, it sounds like they're murdering everyone there, right?
Yeah,
I'm
Trek did the
guessing.
multiverse first. I mean, some of them are. Some of them are
Yeah.
murderers. Yep. Okay, so the next sixth scale item is Sub Zero's. I mean, Storm Collectibles Sub Zero 1/6 scale, and they had the Scorpion not too long ago. Like this is a pretty quick turnaround for the second figure.
Yeah, for them, yeah.
I feel like. I mean, but yeah, here we go. We got the skull with the spine. We've got the weapons. A couple
It's
of those
freezing effects.
throwing daggers. I forget what those are called. Kunai, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the freezing effects, the blast, sort of like the blast effect and stuff. And then there's an option. So this is a $250 figure. If you order it direct from Bandai, or I guess it's not direct, it's the U.S. distributor. This used to be Bluefin, right? This used to be the Bluefin site, I
Yeah, they
believe.
changed websites recently, or like I don't know what or maybe it's a company reorganization or something like that. But
Right.
it's
So
just
if
like
you order it
Bandai.
direct from the distributor, it's you get the two bloody weapons and then a stand.
Yeah, you have to pay up front, which is the sucky part about that. Like
Yeah.
if it was just I mean, I'm not even sure if I'm going to get either of these, but if it was a just an NRD, maybe I would get the exclusives just to get them. But
Right.
yeah. I
Yeah,
like the
it's tough
outfits
to
and
commit up
everything. I'm
front.
just I'm not sure if I want. I mean, I don't know. I'm conflicted because they're like the two most iconic characters, so I probably just get these two and stop. But then I have like the entire other Storm collectibles figures, and I'm pretty good with that. I have like 3 Sub Zeros already.
Mm.
So one of those things you got to think about.
Oh, you know what? Back to Star Trek real quick. So Steve, I actually wanted to read. So they're doing like I think one shot issues of like different alien races. Like I think there might have been like a Klingon one and there was a Ferengi one. Okay, with your recommendation, I'm gonna pick that up now. I want to read that. This is hilarious. The street hockey shin guards.
Yeah, like that's what they used for like the original game. I'm pretty sure stuff like that.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. And I think that's it for news and stuff. And then kind of in terms of do I have a banner for? Yeah, we'll get into this. We'll drop this off, and let's go this view. So Master of the Hunt. Anything to be on the lookout for? Things hitting shelves, releasing.
I'd seen recently that Super7 got in their shipment of the Transformers Ultimates Wave 1.
Yep.
And they're shipping them out to their customers now. They like this specifically mentioned like Entertainment Earth and Big Bad set up their own shipments. So like don't they I actually think Brian Flynn said it in an interview recently on YouTube, like that's why sometimes they get their stuff faster than them, just because they're all doing it. All three entities are shipping the same stuff from China over here, so
Right.
it's kind of
That's
luck of the draw.
happening. I think that's the issue with the Valiverse stuff is that
Yeah,
Big Bad Toy Store has their own freight coming in from China, and it's just caught up in a different, I don't know, delayed system than the main one.
yeah. I hope there's
Yeah,
not a
I think
ship out
Toy
there
Bro
that's been sitting there since
had
January.
his in hand, so he's gonna get some reviews up pretty soon. I wouldn't be surprised if at least one of them's up by today, because he had that like this morning, I think.
Yeah, I want to check those out. I wasn't definitely not getting all the wave. I'd probably just get Prime from the first one, if anything. But
Mm-hmm.
one, I really am interested to see how they turned out.
Yeah, me too. What other things? I've seen some people finding the vintage collection Boba Fett cartoon version, like the Target exclusive one, in stores.
The droids one, yeah.
Yeah. So you have the Boba Fett and then the two droids, and that's showing up in stores. My 3PO shipped long ago.
Yeah.
I have that, but my Boba Fett and my R2 never shipped.
I think got my order canceled because of some red card issue and stuff. But I'm glad it's showing up in stores now. I'll actually pop in and try and see if I can find one.
Me too. I need to start stopping at Targets because I do want that figure, and I think it's going to be one of those things where it just sits in my account for eternity and just never ships.
Oh, God.
Yeah, seems like Midwest. What other things? How about in the chat, guys? Any other Master of the Hunt things hitting shelves, deals, discounts, things to be on the lookout for, pre-order shipping? I think, did we mention last week the Anakins are shipping from at least from Sideshow?
Oh no, we discussed that right before the show. That's right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep. So that's shipping. Mine is marked as shipping soon. Like I was charged. Chris, you said yours was.
Yeah.
So that's the Hot Toys Clone Wars Anakin, and I'm very much looking forward to it. You can find reviews already. Like I think Jetta Patrol has a review up there. I haven't watched his yet, but definitely looking forward to that one.
Yeah, that was one of those quick. It was just released, and the Hong Kong release was a couple weeks ago, and Sideshow already had some. Basically at the same time, which is nice.
Yeah,
because they can. I don't know how much coordination they do, but it does seem like they do a good bit of it to have them on hand now.
So are these Bebop and Rocksteady? Are these NECA figures or what are
these? It's like, I don't know if it's Best Action, BSTAXN. I don't know if you've seen these figures around. I think they're 4 or 5 inch tall figures. I have one from Big Trouble in Little China.
Okay.
The Lightning figure. Yeah, I'd seen a couple of other people with companies we don't normally talk about too much. Put some San Diego Comic-Con exclusives up like that. Hiya Toys, they do some like 4 inch. I don't know if they're 3 3/4 or 4 inch exactly, but they had a RoboCop ED209 battle damage 2-pack. A couple Diamond Select. They had these. It's a neat idea if I like their figures more. It's like VHS box styles of like Karate Kid and John Wick. There's another. Oh, Bruce Lee, I think. This is kind of like looks like the old clamshell style VHS boxes.
Oh yeah. Like yeah. Yeah, so this is probably a good time to remind folks who might not have been there earlier that Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the Store Horseman posters, and we can actually like pop these back up again. Let me just jump back up to the front here. The posters, both the posters will be on Store Horseman at 11 a.m. If you want the uncut print, I'd say like jump on right away and like do like the quick, check out as quick as you can. And then the t-shirts will also be on sale at the same time. So that's a good reminder there. Oh snap for the Master of the Hunt there coming up Saturday. Let me bring this down again. What's this? Fennec Shan just came in the Big Bad. Oh, is that the Black Series, Nate? I'm assuming that's probably the Black Series, right?
Yeah.
Which has been out for a while, I'm guessing. Is why the eye roll. Yeah, apparently this wave's not shipping out very quickly.
I have no idea what's going on with when to expect anything from Hasbro, one way or another. Because like that, you said, we got that Droids C-3PO literally months ago, and then the other two, we pre-ordered them all the same day.
Yeah, and it was like somebody had mentioned it. It was back in June. I forget who commented that, but
That's 11 months ago.
Crazy. Yeah. Thanks, Jeru. Appreciate it. Been listening for a long time. Keep it up, guys. I very much appreciate that. Yeah, Black Series. Cool.
It's nice to have the chat because people are actually listening at some point. Like
I know.
The recording podcast. I'm like, I hope people are.
I hope so. I hope someone listens. And every once in a while you'll get an email or like it's tough to communicate when it's a podcast, right? You just kind of trust that people are watching, and you have the Facebook group. We should probably plug all our stuff as we wrap up this episode. Speaking of that, DorkLair Facebook group. All the links are down in the description below. Join the Facebook group. Follow on Instagram, and make sure you like and subscribe. I am starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel of my school year. And so I'm going to be getting back into like making recorded videos, not just the live streams, but pretty soon I'm going to start making more recorded videos. Of course, over the summer, hopefully we'll have the next wave of the Legion stuff coming in. I'm going to be doing videos of as many of those as I can and so on. So yeah, pretty soon. I know that the channel has been almost completely dead aside from the live streams for the last month, but very soon I'm going to get back to getting some recorded videos up. I want to do some more of those kit bash videos as well as review some figures. Like I think I'm still going to review this even though it's no longer like freshly released, but do that Mando.
Yeah, I'm going to try and one thing I did with my that deep discount order, I'd ordered a couple of figures really just to see if I could try kit bashing like vintage collection, because I realized like I honestly got a heat gun after Trevor talked about getting, he said he got one for like $10 on Amazon. I'm like, oh, maybe just look at that. And I found the one he got. I was like, oh wow, these things move. I'm like, I could just pull everything apart. I'm like, that I think that'd be pretty fun.
The vintage collection.
Yeah, just seeing if I could. My idea in my head is like once I get that cantina and one or two of them are just to like make a bunch of random characters that aren't like this alien or this guy or that's whatever.
Yeah, just like you can do some head swaps and parts and stuff.
Yeah, like I picked up like 2 Akbars and like so I can just take them off the Admiral outfit and just throw them on whatever whatever else.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, Laura, I think this is phenomenal. I am very partial to this line. So like, I mean, they're all very similar. There's not, this is very similar to the other ones, but yeah, as far as that goes, the paintwork, the sculpt, like all of it is awesome. I know David had a broken one, so if you do end up getting it, like be very careful, check it over, open it right away, check it over, and then if you need to return it, you'll still be in that window for wherever you buy it. But aside from that QC issue that I've seen, like I think it's phenomenal. I love it, and that's why I want to do a review. Usually, like if I really love a figure, it gets in my head, and I want to do a review of it. So yeah.
Yeah, I had almost the entire movie realization line up to a certain point. a couple years ago. Basically, I'd filled the whole day 12 shelf up with them, and I was like, I don't know if I can keep going at all these because they kept pumping out different stormtroopers, and I'm
And then
like,
they stopped. Then they went
yeah,
to one a year.
yeah. That was too much.
Yeah, I have quite a few. I don't have them all on the shelf, but I do have quite a few. Not close to all of them, but yeah, it's just such an awesome, unique line, and I love that it's like a little bigger. It fits in perfectly. Like it looks just totally fine next to Mythic Legions on a shelf. It's obviously a different genre, but like style wise, and it's a different era. It's like a sort of a medieval type thing. So yeah. Feudal, I guess, is the word I'm looking for there. Yeah, that IG88 that they showed, if they could do it as an IG11, I want that. I want that Akbar so bad. I really hope they do that Akbar for this.
I still want them to try at least doing one here, like a Luke or a Han of some kind, just just a samurai or something like that, just to get him out there.
Yeah, I mean they did Maul, right? And he's
that was awesome.
Cloth, right? And then they've done the Wolverine with like basically a human face. So like it's not completely out of their realm to do a Jedi, right? Would be awesome. I mean, do an Obi-Wan like
it seems so easy. I don't know why. I mean, I think it's just be the face sculpting and or paint. I don't know if it's just because they're it's very armorized the whole line. I mean, they did 3PO. It was a pretty fun figure, but
yeah, totally, Trevor. We do.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's gonna do it for today. Just kind of check the chat and see if there's any last comments. Any last thoughts, Chris? Any highlights from this week you wanted to bring up, or?
No, just a fun episode. Well, the only thing I'm really going to get from our news is the Trailbreaker, I think, Transformers. But that's good.
Mean, I don't think there's really too much. I mean, of course, I'll probably get Brontus, but
Brontus.
There's not a ton that I'm going to order. I would normally be always getting the Exo 6, but that's one that I'm drawing the line on.
Yeah. I haven't pre-ordered anything from the Hot Toys that you guys talked about last week yet, but I'm sure that'll throw a dent in my bank account at some point.
Yeah, I'm leaving those as like pipe dream type. Maybe it'll hit where a coupon is and it'll line, the stars will align, and like that's kind of how I see those, but the stars have not been aligning on those coupons lately at all.
I'm interested to see what happens after the Anakin ships, if we get like a $20 coupon that works on everything or what.
My last one I got was 20 and it worked on like so few things. It was very limited.
That's a bummer.
Quite frankly, lately the event coupons have been just better. Like I forget what the last one was, if it was May the 4th or
Oh yeah, they had a $20 off like anything coupon for, was it their birthday or something? I can't remember.
Yeah, they had something, and it was like the selection was way better because it was all in stock figures.
Yeah.
And obviously, like I'd like it to be, pre-order stuff, but just even the one that I had from, what was it from? I forget what figure that shipped, but like there were so few things. It was like maybe 2 or 3 different figures on pre-order, and then like a handful of in stock ones. It was very limited. Fish and chips, enjoy, Jay. Yeah, that'll do it for us today. We appreciate it, everybody.
Yeah, congrats, Hefty.
Yeah, congrats, and make sure you send me that email to podcast@DorkLair.com. And until next time, may the force be with you.